Alright, new thing. Decorating apartments based off of the TV shows that I grew up on. Keyword me. As in, it's not just gonna be classic, early 2000s stuff. I mean, there is gonna be some stuff like, okay, you can see I already have a shell and I'm doing the floor plan right now, and this first apartment is going to be a little studio, and the theme I spun a wheel for it out of shows I remember that I watched growing up, and this one is Hannah Montana themed, and I'm specifically going based off of the bedroom from season 4. By the way, that teal and purple wallpaper, I specifically picked it because I had a Hannah Montana playset that had that specific shade of purple and teal. I'll see if I can find an image to put it in editing, because I remember that from my childhood. It was one of my favorite things ever. I tried to find a tile for the kitchen, but it didn't look right. If this has enough success, I might consider doing, more than just this one building. Bear in mind, this is the only studio in the building because I wanted to do something quick and short. And once this entire building is done, I will do a little tour video. For the flooring, I went with what looked the most similar to the reference image I found of the season 4 bedroom. I went with season 4 because it's the brightest, funnest colors, and it has that whole, Y2K sort of vibe. Believe me, from the reference image, I also knew exactly what chairs I was going to pick. Though it was difficult to decide how I was going to do the sleeping situation, because in the original reference image there are 2 beds, but there isn't enough space to be able to include everything I wanted. But the kitchen is really fun and cute despite the main counters being plain white, because I mean, it still is an apartment, and I imagine the counters were probably there before. I don't know, who do you think would live in this apartment? What kind of person? The rest of this video is very sped up, so I apologize if it has a bit of a, super speed. Kind of hurts your eyes to look at. But I'm really happy with how the apartment turned out. I think it's cute, it's fun, it uses a lot of the pastel pop kit. Shout out Plumbella, you made the best kit ever. I love it. Clean. And I'm actually recording this voiceover on New Year's Eve. It's about looking at about 7 more hours ish. Well, 6 actually, because it's almost 6 p.m. until 2024, which is exciting. And I would like to know, for the sake of engagement purposes, what is your New Year's resolution? Or if you aren't making one, then I don't know. How many hours have you been into 2024 by the time you saw this video? Or if you're seeing it a week from when I finally upload it, how many days? Basically just how long has it been since the year changed over? I put those little lights in the kitchen because I thought they were super duper cute, and they kind of fit the vibe, as well as that light over the counter. It's amazing. At first I made the chairs colorful, but then I realized that they would look better if they matched to the wood tone of the floor. Also, you can see into the laundry room next door, which is pretty funny. I imagine the building this is in to have been one that has been constantly renovated over the course of many, many years. And I was actually originally thinking of having the little studio be an accessible apartment. and I feel like it probably still is because this building has no elevator. So it's probably the only accessible unit. So if you are having a sim who is potentially, using mobility aids, if you have mods, then I suggest having them on in this apartment. Obviously, when I do upload this build to the gallery, you can totally feel free to get rid of certain rooms. Like, for example, there's a pool room. You can get rid of that and make that another unit, or even move the laundry room there so that you can expand this unit into where the laundry room is. There's also a gym, like a fitness center, but it only has treadmills and weightlifting. Also, I just realized that I never put any skill building items in this apartment, but honestly, it's okay because it's a rental unit anyway. And I mean, there are plenty of mirrors, and the little seating area I made is so cute. Ah, yes, there I am, struggling with the bed situation. Also, while I'm recording this, people are in the next room over making dinner, so I will have to cut out any noises. I struggled to find the right bed, but I eventually settled on the one from City Living. It's got the cute purple and yellow, and it matches with the accent wall I chose. And I also put that dresser from Movie Hangout because it's cute and it's got that fun colors. There's so much pastel pop kit in this apartment that, oh my god, there's so much. And also high school years. It's like early 2000s threw up in this room. Also, yes, lava lamp. I tried to find a regular table lamp that I could have next to it that would be cute, but I couldn't really find one, so I wound up putting this new hanging light from For Rent, and it looks super cute and it totally has the vibe, and it's a nice pop of teal, and it kind of has the reverse pattern of how the wallpaper was. Of course, I had to put in that bright pink fuzzy rug. I wanted to put in another colorful rug, but for the living space, I actually decided to go with a plain white rug. And yes, here come the inflatable chairs. Those are perfect. And I also put that little poof in. I originally was going to have that be sort of a coffee table, but I screwed it in the middle. And I wound up putting the Movie Hangout coffee table as the TV stand, and then this small little table from high school years as the actual coffee table. It actually turned out really cute, and I'm so in love. I put a little smart speaker in there, and I also cluttered up like crazy, because I'm a clutter fiend. I love to clutter my builds so much. I also put a bunch of shoes and a salt lamp, and yes, a candle, because scented candles. My mom, it is something to do with the feminine experience. My mom loved all sorts of scented candles when she was growing up. I love all sorts of scented candles, so of course I'm gonna put scented candles. I also put a couple of makeup and hair care supplies around, and I actually put some stuff in front of the mirror on the floor, so it looks like whoever's living there might have been doing their hair and makeup in front of the mirror on the floor while maybe watching TV or having a TV show on. There's also the occasional clothes clutter, just because I imagine probably a young adult lives here. Though this place is certainly very nice. I imagine, who knows, maybe it's the landlord's child who lives here? I don't know. It turned out pretty cute, and I put in that little necklace from the Everyday Clutter Kit because I remembered there was one episode of Hannah Montana where Miley had a necklace with her name on it, and that entire episode was just her trying not to get outed. Which honestly, thinking about it from a modern perspective, Hannah Montana seems like an allegory for being part of the LGBTQ community. And here is a little free cam tour of the apartment. By the way, if you are a returning viewer and you're wondering where Hats Only is, unfortunately, there's been a bit of an issue that needs to be rectified, and unfortunately, it won't be coming back for a hot minute, which sucks because Navia's out right now, and I would love to be able to use the guaranteed I have. But anyways, if you're new and you liked it, why don't you subscribe? It would help. Anyways, bye. I've been Kaya.